Mountainous here. Now, if you're one of my subscribers, you've realized I haven't made a video in the last 3 weeks. I had a terrible back injury, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the injury and the progress I'm making. So here I am in the Mountainous Dojo. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this back injury. Now, before I do, I'm going to let you know that I've broken many bones in my life. I've knocked my front teeth out, broken my fingers, my ankle, my nose, had several concussions, had stitches on my face. I've been injured many times doing martial arts, basketball, BMX, and snowboarding, and this was by far the worst and most painful injury I've ever had. Now, after my last mountain bike video, I ended up having some real pain in my back several days later, but it wasn't from one thing. Over the last month, I put out 3 BMX videos doing tons of tricks on my bikes and having several crashes on the concrete. Now, I hadn't really did much freestyle BMX for about 2 years. Now, I went out without no warm-up and just started throwing tricks like crazy, making these videos. I went mountain biking a bunch, and it was jarring my spine sitting on the seat going over these bumps. I also lifted 3 stoves up 15 stairs, and that all led to my back pain. I woke up after the day I did the mountain bike video, and my back was pretty sore. And the 2 of the 3 stoves I moved was the next day. Well, I woke up the next day and I could barely get out of bed. I had to roll over doing little 1/4-inch movements, taking 5 minutes to breathe and hold the pain, 1/4-inch movements to get on my belly, to get up on all fours and basically crawl out of bed. Now, I had such severe pain, I was having to get up for work 3 hours early, and I was working 10-hour days, and I didn't miss any work. I held it down, but I had to get up 3 hours early. I couldn't even sit on the toilet straight. I was leaning over, leaning against the wall, and just the pain of sitting on the toilet was making my back in severe pain. And then I would get up, and before I would shave and shower, I would do tons of stretches with an ice pack on my back. Then I would get in the shower and literally stay in there till I ran all the hot water out. As the hot water was on my back, I was doing stretches. Then I would come out in the living room, lay on the floor on my back, and do more stretches, and then icy hot patches, tons of ibuprofen, and I had went through 2 whole bottles of ibuprofen. And this happened for about 10 days before I said, okay, I'm getting ready to go to the hospital. I can't take it no more. This was the most intense pain I ever felt. I literally could only bend over this far for 10 days. I had to put my underwear on the floor and put 1 foot in each hole and then reach down barely and pull them up. I could hardly put my shoes on. I had to put my pants on laying on the floor. It was literally the most painful 10 days. It was nonstop pain every second. Then I went to the hospital. My boss at the store took me to the hospital, and we also were worried that I could have had kidney infection or kidney stones because that causes lower back pain. But since I didn't have a fever, that wasn't an issue. They thought it was just a severely strained back. So they gave me muscle relaxers, and I turned down the pain pills because I'm not into that. But I got the muscle relaxers, came home and started taking them, doing stretches. And after about 4 days of that, my back, I woke up one day and it felt almost as if it had never happened. I was so happy I didn't want to admit it because I was almost at wit's end. I was ready to move off the mountain, move home because I had no one here to help me do things. And I almost thought I would never be able to do BMX tricks or any of that again because it was so severe. Now here's where it got scary. Now I thought I was getting better and I couldn't believe it. And I was at work, and then all of a sudden I noticed my hamstring was really tight. And I felt my hamstring tighten up, and within a period of about 5 minutes, I felt my entire leg, the muscle getting tight and contracted all the way down to my foot. But I also was feeling this hot, almost like an electric current going through my leg, and my leg was falling asleep. And I lost all feeling in my leg for an entire day. I could move it, and when I wanted to walk, I could walk, but I couldn't really feel my leg, and I had to like limp because my muscles had tightened up so bad, and I had to go sit down, and I took my shoe off, and I was scratching the bottom of my foot, and it felt like my foot was like when you get a tooth pulled and you got Novocaine in there. It was all numb, and I lost feeling. I was completely scared to death, and now I had messed a nerve up. Now, what I later realized is my nerve had been pinched that whole time, the sciatic nerve, and then it became unpinched, and now electrical current's going through it, and it's waking up this nerve that's been dead for 10 to 12 days or whatever it was. So this scared me to death. My boss said, hey, it might just be a pinched sciatic nerve. It can go away in a day and a half. And I thought, well, if this don't go away soon, I'm going to have to go back to the hospital. And now I'm really worried because some people are telling me you might need back surgery or these other treatments. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I can't go an hour to the city 3 times a week in my old Explorer. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to do it. I work 2 jobs. So I was completely scared to death. So I decided to take the pain, see if I could work through the weekend, and if it got any worse, I would call in. But I woke up the next day, but during the night I was feeling my leg twitch all night. But when I woke up the next day, it was only like from half of my calf muscle down to the foot that was numb. So I worked a whole nother day, standing all my weight on the other leg, and just got through those 10 hours, but I was completely miserable. Then the next day I woke up, and it was just the ankle area that was numb. My toes had feeling again, and I was in less back pain still, but I was doing my stretches. And then the next day I woke up and the numbness had went away, but my right leg was sore from standing on it for those 3 days, and my left foot was still sore because I was standing on it funny also. But my calf muscle still is a little tight, and each day it's getting better, but it was so tight for those 6 hours that I stood on it constantly as it was muscle spasming. It brought a lot of pain and discomfort, but I was really scared until I woke up yesterday and it was gone, that I knew I think I'm on my road to recovery. Yesterday, before I went to work, my boss at my second job brought me an inversion table and taught me a few new stretches for the sciatic nerve. Now, I know over 30 stretches from all my years of martial arts over my adult life, but he taught me a few new ones, some breathing techniques, and he brought me this inversion table so that I can lay upside down and let my torso and gravity pull my spine so that my compressed spine can decompress. So anyway, I am really stoked to use this and be on my road to recovery. I will be taking it easy for quite some time, but I do have some super fun videos in the future for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a look at this inversion table and show you how I use it, but I just want to let you know I will be riding bikes again. I might not be doing tricks for a while, but I hope within 2 weeks or a week to be able to sit down and just pedal around. I also will be doing some super short hikes and maybe just more photography and other things like that, or show my new remote control yellow pickup truck and do some videos on maybe my remote control army tank, or just some other things for the next couple weeks until I feel 100% and I can start bringing you the real mountainous adventures. So I hope you do tune in for that. Now, fishing isn't that hardcore, so I should be able to start doing those videos again soon, but I'm hoping to be doing some more bike videos, light riding, showing a new bike that I'm going to talk about in a second. But I can do fishing, maybe some rafting, like I said, hiking videos. But later I got archery coming, gun videos. I'm also doing a spoof from The Walking Dead, and it's going to be a really cool ninja video with the sword of Michonne. I have a lot of fun stuff planned. The Stranger Things, the Volcanic Gateway spoof that I'm doing with the new bike that I'm going to show you here in just a second. But anyway, I hope you guys stay tuned, and I will be updating you with my progress as I'm feeling better. Now I'm going to show you a look at this inversion table, but I want to thank you to everyone that helped me. My boss that brought the table, the other boss that took me to the hospital. My brother was there for me all the time on the phone when I was about to lose my mind. So thank you everyone that helped me through this, and I hope to recover. Now check out this inversion table. Now before I show you the inversion table, I got this brand new Stranger Things limited edition Mongoose BMX bike. This is the BMX bike that's a retro 80s Mongoose bike that Mad Max rides in season 3. I got a bike build and unboxing video coming for this real soon. Now let's look at this inversion table. So here's the inversion table. And I'm going to be using this several times a day. I lay on it, strap my feet in, lean back, and relax and do my breathing. I hope to be able to do it for several minutes, several times a day, and each day longer and more times as I help my back get stretched out on my road to recovery. Now let's get in this table. So I'm going to show you how you get in this table here. You put your feet in here, and there's little curved things that go around the back of your legs. And then you pull this lever and lock it into position as tight as you can until it clicks. And it's secure. Then you go ahead and lay back. Now I just stretch back and do slow controlled breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then I'll slightly wiggle my hips a little bit every now and then to stretch my back out. I plan to use this inversion table quite a bit and do my stretches on my road to recovery so I can bring bombastic mountainous adventure videos to you. Oh yeah, baby. So check out the video later this week on the Stranger Things BMX bike unboxing and bike build. And those who support my channel, awesome. Those who are new to it, make sure to subscribe. Mountainous out. One last thing. Make sure to click the like and leave a comment, baby. Oh yeah. Again on t-shirts, itching and sweat.